Traveling in business class on a bullet train in China offers a luxurious experience that's truly worth exploring. One of the privileges of traveling in business class is access to the business lounge. But not all business lounges are created equal. In this video, I'll compare 4 types of business lounges based on my own travel experiences. At the end of this video, I'll show you an overview of the comparison that you can download for free and share a bonus tip. Let's get started. The first type of business lounge is no business lounge at all. When I traveled from Shenzhen to Hong Kong, I took it for granted that there would be a business lounge at the departure station, but ended up using the common waiting area because that station doesn't have a business lounge. Later I found out that many other stations also don't have a business lounge, especially smaller and older stations. So make sure to double check if your intended departure station has a business lounge if you are thinking of booking a business class ticket. The second type of business lounge is what I would call bare bones business lounges. For example, Hong Kong's West Kowloon station does have a business lounge, but it offers only some basic amenities. You'll be able to wait for the train in a relatively spacious hall with soft seats separate from the often crowded common waiting area. There are limited complimentary beverages, but for everything else, business class passengers go through the same processes as regular passengers, which means there is no priority security check or priority boarding. If you'd like to have a full business class travel experience, I'd advise avoiding these bare bones business lounges and opting for the third type, which I would call full-fledged business lounges. In my experience, large and relatively new stations are the most likely places to offer full-fledged business lounges. I'll take the main business lounge at Shenzhen North railway station as an example, because it's the best one I've experienced so far. The business class experience begins right at the station entrance. There's a special entrance lane for business class passengers where you have priority ID and security check. That saved me a lot of time since I didn't have to wait in line. After clearing the ID and security checks, you'll find yourself in an enormous waiting hall that is quite busy and noisy. Here on the screen, you can see how massive the common waiting hall is. The main business lounge is located in a quiet corner of the railway station. This exclusive area features 5 lounges with comfortable seats and elegant interior design. It's much quieter and nicer than the common waiting area. There's a separate room where you can get free tea, coffee, and various other soft drinks. Complimentary snacks are also available for you to choose from. I was able to get quite a bit of work done in the lounge. About 20 minutes before departure, a lounge attendant came to remind me that it was time for boarding. She then escorted me to the boarding gate. At the gate, there was a priority lane for business class passengers, so I didn't have to wait and could proceed directly to the boarding platform. The assistant then further escorted me all the way to my seat in the business class cabin. The entire process from entering the station to reaching my seat was very efficient and pleasant. It saved me a lot of time, which was very valuable to me. If you are visiting China and have the budget, I highly recommend experiencing business class train travel with a full-fledged business lounge at the departure station at least once. It's probably the closest you can get on the ground to a first-class experience in the air. The last type of business lounge is transit lounges. When I traveled from Shenzhen, a city in central China, to Guangzhou, I needed to make a transit at a large station in central China called Changsha South. At this station, there was a transit business lounge in the common waiting area. A major difference between this transit lounge and the full-fledged lounges is the noise level. There are low walls separating the lounge from the rest of the common waiting area, but there is no ceiling, so you still hear all the noise from the common waiting area. Also, the interior design feels less premium than the full-fledged lounges that I experienced earlier. For the rest, the features are the same, so you also get complimentary beverages and snacks and escorted priority boarding. For your convenience, I've summarized the similarities and differences between these 4 types of business lounges in a concise overview. You can download it for free. There's a link in the description below. Since you've stayed until the end of this video, here's a bonus tip for you. At some large stations, there can be more than one business lounge. For example, at the Changsha South railway station, there's not only a transit lounge, but also a much quieter and much more premium full-fledged business lounge. I used the full-fledged lounge during my summer holiday and was very impressed by the facilities there. I didn't go to the full-fledged lounge this time during the transit because it's a bit far from the common waiting area, and I also wanted to make this video showing you how the transit lounge looks. If you travel in business class and depart from or transit at a large station, I would recommend double-checking whether there's more than one lounge so you can choose the better one. Well, that's all for this video. In my next one, I'll share my experience of flying in China Southern Airlines Premium Economy class from Guangzhou to Amsterdam. I hope you'll check out that video too. See you next time!